let's go over 3 basic submissions from closed guard. First, we're going to be doing triangles. For the triangle, we're going to grab both our partner's sleeves. I'm going to push one of them out, and I'm going to shoot my hips to the sky and close my legs. From here, I'm pushing the arm across, and I'm grabbing my shin. Now I'm going to put this other foot on the hip and get my angle. And right here, I'm going to make sure my knee is going to cover his far shoulder and lock over and lock up the triangle. From here, I'll grab his head, hip in, and pull down to get the finish. Next, we're going to be doing an arm bar from closed guard. So from here, I'm going to grab cross sleeve, cross collar. I'm going to open my guard, and I'm going to cross my legs over the shoulder with the arm. I'm going to use my knuckles to push into his throat and swing my leg over. From here, I'm going to bite my heels down, go to a 2-on-1. I'm going to lift my hips, pull down the arm, and get the tap. For the last submission, I'm going to be doing a Kimura. So from here, to get the arms on the outside, I'm just going to swim in and get his hands on the mat. Notice when I'm pulling my legs in to lower his posture. From here, I'll pick a side. I'm going to sit up and get up on this hand so I can have a good base. From here, I'm going to let go of my post and go for his wrist. Swing this arm through, grab my own, and I'm going to get to my side and lock up my guard again. Once I'm here, I'm going to focus on only pushing his wrist towards his head and get the tap. Now that I've showed you the 3 basic submissions, let's learn how we can combine them all together. So, first thing, I'm going to do a regular setup for a triangle by pushing an arm out and shooting my legs up. Now here is where I'll start to mix it up. If my opponent starts posturing up really high, this is where I can use my arm bar. And I'll swing my leg over, and even though I have this arm out, I can still finish it, and this time I'll cross my legs and I'll still pull down on the arm. Now, if I go again, and instead of posturing, my partner puts his arm under and he's going to lock his hands together. He's doing this so I can't get his shoulder locked up and I won't be able to finish the triangle. So from here, I'm going to grab his wrist while elevating my hip, break the grip, and go for a Kimura. When I have this triangle locked up, I don't need to worry about opening my guard, but it makes it extremely tight and I can finish it.
If you're new around here, you're going to realize when I break stuff down, I like to show myself hitting it in competition. I do this so people understand that it's not just something I'm drilling, but something that I'm actually hitting in competition. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find myself doing the Kimura setup, even though I know I've done it in the past. So I'm going to show 2 armbar setups and 1 triangle with great technique. So let's get right into the first armbar setup. So once the video starts rolling, you're going to notice my partner does something interesting. He brings one arm back and underhooks my leg, basically putting himself in a triangle setup. But he keeps his posture really high so he can immediately posture out of it. But you're going to notice that I catch him off guard with the armbar. Now let me pause the video and go over some things real quick. As you can tell, like I said, my opponent keeps great posture and I lock up my legs in the triangle. But immediately I know what he's trying to do, so both my hands are on his arm to already set up the armbar. So in slow-mo, you'll see my leg get thrown over my opponent's head, and he isn't expecting it, so he taps very, very quick. Now this next one shows the importance of crossing your legs when you go for this armbar. You're going to notice that my opponent lifts me up high in the sky for a good amount of time, but because I keep my legs crossed, he's not going to be able to get me off of them. So right here I'm going to spin and lock up my triangle lock, but with my opponent standing, I figure it's better to immediately just switch the armbar. And you're going to notice how I'm crossing my feet and how when the video starts rolling again, my opponent's going to swing me through the air and try to shake me off, but the entire time, because my feet are crossed, he isn't able to get me off. Now in this triangle, I'm going to freeze the video and go over some things that I'm going to point out while it's happening. When I'm doing this triangle, you're going to notice how I push my opponent's arm out of the guard to lock the triangle up. And immediately I lock it up fully and I'm covering his far shoulder with my knee. I do this so I can eliminate some of the space, and even though I can't get his arm across because of the angle, because of the knee covering the other shoulder, it makes it extremely tight, and my opponent has no other option but to tap. Now, while I'm waiting on this guy to tap, I just want to say thank you for all the support on the channel so far. So far, I'm only 5 videos in, and I feel very accomplished, so thank you all of that. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please let me know if you did, and I really love the video inspiration. I love when you guys ask questions and ask for ideas. It gives me more ideas so I can make better videos. So thank you for all for that. Please like and subscribe, and turn on the bell if you want to see when I upload.